The infighting among the Republican Party has reached a fever pitch this recent election cycle. Candidates often attack each other over who is more conservative or too extreme. Local News 8's Seth Ratliff has the results from yesterday's primary. Seth.
Todd, this election, several competing lobbyist groups have divided Idaho's majority party in what has been called a battle for the soul of the state GOP. And statewide, the results are split, with no clear winner. But in eastern Idaho, the story is quite different. At the center of this battle between competing Republicans lies the virtually unknown community position precinct committee officer. In Bonneville County alone, there were nearly 100 people backed by various groups running for less than 60 offices. Today, we ran the numbers and found that in Bonneville County, nearly 61% of the positions went to candidates supported by the Gem State Conservatives. In eastern Idaho as a whole, the numbers are nearly split, 50-50. Candidates backed by both sides of self-dubbed either as conservatives or as Reagan Republicans. This afternoon, we asked members of both sides of the party what they thought of last night's results. Tom Luna founded the Gem State Conservatives about a year ago, and he had this to say about PCO races last night.
The driving motivation of myself and others involved in this is listen to the voters and follow their what they're telling us through the votes. And what we heard last night overwhelmingly across the state was that people want the Republican Party to go in a new direction.
Hari Heath, a state GOP committeeman, says the Gem State Conservatives have a different motive.
It scares the pants off of them because they no longer own the party. That's what it comes down to. They have lost the party to the grassroots that actually want to be Republicans, and they were never really about that. It was just a show, and that's the billions of dollars that changes hands through control of state government is now at risk, and that's the entire game between Trent Clark and Luna, and they're just the front players for a much larger concern.
Gem State Conservatives does not have an exact number for how many precinct committee officers they actually backed that won last night. The group was rumored, however, to have spent a large amount on the race. While they couldn't tell us an exact amount, we found on the Secretary of State's website that the PAC had spent about $14,000. According to Luna, the precinct committee officer race matters because officers have influence over the direction of the party, including everything from the party leadership to the rules and party platform. Reporting in the studio, I'm Seth Ratliff.
Thanks a lot, Seth.